Hey, happy OONSDAY, guys. We got that snow here finally. It wasn't as much as forecasted, but very wet, very heavy, and it took a lot of branches down from the trees, and I was thinking, goodness, what a crisis. But like politicians, they never let a crisis go by. They see it as an opportunity. So I started gathering these branches, and in a snow pile I made here along my bench, I'm going to just start making a makeshift bush for the birds. They're going to appreciate this, and they love a little area underneath that is sheltered, so they could go under here. The squirrels too, if it's snowing out, they can stay dry and get some food, and here's an extra place for them to land. So try this out. Be a kid, make a snow pile, grab some branches, just start shoving it in there. They're going to freeze into place, and you'll have a makeshift bush for the winter. So the other thing I did is, with my lawn furniture covered up, I kind of made snow banks going around it, just with a few entrances, because I noticed the possum and the raccoons like to go under here. I think I hear the possum under there. So I have nice little trails where they can go in and feel extra snug, extra warm, without the wind blowing in there and making them cold. And I wouldn't even be surprised if some go up on the seats. And I purposely put some cushions on there, so if they want a nice warm spot to lay, they can go up there and lay. Just use your imagination. You'll be surprised how you can help them out. Okay, here you can see that wobble footprints. Those are possums. And they got that crazy thumb that sticks off to the side that you'll notice with their prints. Very unique. Now here's a nice little thing I built a few months ago. Had some leftover railroad ties from some landscaping, so I just made a tunnel out of it, covered it with some more of them, so as you see, it's nice and dry under there, and someplace where they could zoom in real quick and get away from it all. Here we got some deer tracks in the yard. They're going back by the wildflower garden we have. So if you look over here, see all these sparrows taking off? Well, this is just a pile of branches. You know, when I pick up the branches, I don't get rid of them. I just make this pile bigger and bigger and bigger. And there are times I've seen over 100 sparrows in here, and I've seen the raccoons squeeze in there too. Look at all these little prints. So build your own shelters. It doesn't take much. Just keep gathering those branches that fall out of the trees. The birds will appreciate it. The animals will appreciate it. I put some pine boughs on top knowing it was going to snow. Then that's extra sheltered, extra dry under there for them. So my Squirrel Mansion has seen better days. The raccoons raided it. I tried to put it back together. It's it's looking rough, but it still serves as a shelter. And you know what I see happening? A squirrel goes underneath the house, and that's where he lives. So the home I built for him is serving as a roof. Oh my God. Here's another squirrel house I constructed. I see them go in and out of this one. It's starting to tilt a little bit, so come spring I may have to work on that pipe and stand it up better. But you know, I just made a simple box out of wood and threw it up on a pipe. Doesn't have to be fancy. The animals will appreciate any little bit you do. So there were no raccoons last night, but I definitely see the possums were out. You could see their prints here, and they're heading underneath my log pile and underneath the tarps. I don't know if they're living there overnight. And here, look, they're going to my raccoon tunnel I built. So all along this fence is an 8-foot tunnel I built. Then I put my canoe over it. So there are tracks going in and out, which makes me so happy that it's being put to use. Now, I recently showed you my other little shelter, which is just a wheelbarrow on its side and a tipped over garbage can. So I extra built the snow around it, and we're going to get more snow on Friday. I'm going to keep adding to this with every snowfall just to insulate it more and more and more and have a nice tight tunnel for them to enter and feel real snug, real secure. So next week, Monday, temperature, the high is going to be 0. So these guys are going to need a nice warm place. And seeing how all we have are tiny parks left for them, our backyards are serving as a home for them. So if you can do anything, maybe you could Get a Rubbermaid container, cut a hole in it, put some bedding in there, some insulation, cover it. Try it. Try it with a makeshift cooler. Cut a hole in it. Use your imagination. You'll be surprised. You'll see animal traffic go in there, whether it's a stray cat or a possum or a raccoon. Go wild. For the wild. Happy OONSDAY, guys. Just some quick ideas.